All right, are you ready for Gummy Bears?
I am.
It's a doozy. There's a lot of interesting twists and turns, I can say. Just the dynamics between the parties and the behavior that was alleged and the act where they exposed behavior. So, am I the a-hole for telling my stepdaughter I don't want to be her mom anymore?
Uh-oh.
I am a female in my late 30s, 36. Man, is 36 late 30s?
I guess.
Oh, God.
I'm in my late 40s.
I won't call 36 late 30s.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a female in my late 30s, and I'm married to Josh, who is 40. And he has a daughter, Ella, 18, who still lives at home and is in her first year of university. I have been married to Josh since Ella was 12 years old. She was on good terms with her biological mom until her mother got married and ghosted her and her father when Ella was only 11. Oh. It broke her so much that Josh decided to give it more time before Ella and I would meet. Once we got engaged, Josh finally introduced me to Ella, and surprisingly, we clicked right away. We both loved anime and video games, and we would often play video games together and watch different animes together. When my husband and I finally got married, so I think that's probably, she's in her 20s, and I think he probably had her younger. Okay. When my husband and I finally got married, she was a junior bridesmaid as I wanted her to be a part of the wedding. She was there for the whole process and was very excited for her father and me to get married. When Ella turned 14, she finally started calling me mom, and we were closer than ever. Around 17, her mother came back into her life, and her father agreed to let her see her mother every month. She still called me mom, but became more distant than she ever had been. At 18, she started calling me by my name. I will not lie, it stung, but despite all that, I still treated her like my daughter and called her my daughter to others. The point of all this is to show how close we were and how her behavior shifted. About 2 weeks ago, Ella asked me if she could borrow some of my body lotion from my room. I did not think twice about it because she had done that in the past, but this time I noticed she was taking a while to come out of my room. I called her name and she did not answer, so I checked on her. She looked panicked and just grabbed the lotion off my dresser and rushed out. I thought it was strange and assumed maybe she was stealing my lipsticks or something petty. I got a little annoyed but brushed it off. A few days later, we were hosting a dinner for New Year's Eve, and it was this past New Year's Eve. This is a recent story.
Oh, wow.
My husband's parents and my sister were invited over for the countdown. During the countdown, my mother-in-law received a text on her phone and got up from her seat. She whispered into her husband's ear and showed him something on her phone. At first, I was confused, but not bothered, until my father-in-law called out to my husband and told him to look at his phone. He did, and his face went pale. He immediately started panicking and asked Ella to talk to him in a separate room. And mind you guys, Jackie does not see these stories beforehand. This is a cold read for her.
I'm so lost right now. I'm scared, though. I have thoughts, but I don't know.
What's your thought?
I don't know. Did she tape them in the bedroom? Or I don't know. It's scary.
Before that can happen, Ella loudly announced, "Did you know that your wife is a whore?" That's when we realized my stepdaughter found some of my old spicy tapes from when I was a porn star.
Oh, my God.
After finding them, she sent copies to my husband, my mother-in-law, and father-in-law. My husband already knew I was a porn star in my 20s, but his parents did not.
How horrible.
I know.
I would have burned those tapes.
I know. Whew. My mother-in-law immediately showed me the video and started berating me in front of everyone. My sister tried to de-escalate and defend me, but my stepdaughter kept instigating by telling her grandparents that I was probably cheating on her dad.
I don't think that is right at all. They should have not been mean to her. That is something that was private in her own room.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That is just so mean to do that. Like,
that's evil.
That's vindictive. That's like trying to get someone. Yeah, my stepdaughter kept instigating by telling her grandparents that I was probably cheating on her dad. This made my mother-in-law erupt. They tried to convince my husband that I was definitely cheating and that I was not a good fit for him. My husband already knew about the work I used to do and had my back, which only angered them more. My husband's parents left abruptly after a huge argument during which
They've been married a while.
I know! Yeah, during which my father-in-law called my husband a cuck. Cuck? C-U-C-K, okay? After they left, my sister left shortly after to give us time to sort things out. My husband dropped Ella off at his parents' house for the night so he could talk to me and cool down. That is just so horrible.
That is so mean.
I know. Like,
I don't like her. I don't like that little girl. I want to just beat her up.
I know, because she's 18. It's not like she's, like, young, but she is stirring up a hornet's nest.
I wonder why.
2 days later, he brought Ella home and talked to her while I was out of the house. He explained that he knew everything about my past and had always been supportive of it. According to him, she realized she had made a huge mistake. She cried and apologized to him and told him that her biological mom told her about my past. At first, she did not believe her until she found the tapes.
Mm.
My husband called me and asked if I wanted to talk to her, but what he did not tell me was that he was next to her and had me on speaker. I ended up saying that I did not feel like I wanted to be near her, that I did not want to be her mother anymore. She heard everything and started crying on the phone. She told me she was going to stay with her grandparents for a bit until things cooled down. I agreed, and that has been the arrangement up until recently. My in laws have already started telling people my business and slandering my name because of this, which makes me even more angry at her since she has had every opportunity to correct them but has not. I know she is only a teenager, but I cannot bring myself to go back to the way things were just because she apologized.
She's not a teenager.
I know.
She's 18.
Please, a little help would be nice. My being harsh.
Seems like she was already 11 years old. She was going through puberty, and it seems like she turned on her when her mom came back.
Yeah, I agree. I think the mom, which I'll be able to tell you more about
Yeah,
it.
because
but
I am like, wow.
It sounds, well, horrible that her mom left her too, but I
think if the girl is really sorry, though, I guess she can forgive her. But, ooh, that's going to take trust things. That's trust.
and I feel like she could have not have let it blow up
She
like
did
that
it in a horrible way. She sent it to her grandma and her grandpa.
on New Year's with them
Yeah.
there.
No, I don't know.
Mm.
I wonder if she's going to stay together with that man.
So she explains her some more information that people had in the comments. So she said she was 20 when she created her first movie. Yes, DVDs existed back then. I'm confused on how some people think DVD pornos didn't exist in 2010. Which, yeah, we had DVDs back then. We weren't
Yeah.
all streaming. Ella was able to find the porno online using the info on the DVD. No, I don't know the details on how she did it, although realistically, it shouldn't be hard to find, as I myself have searched for my content and have found it easily. Her father told me that she had screen recorded one of the videos. And then they're like, why did you keep the DVDs? I kept the DVDs because I was proud of my content at one point, and my husband had requested that I keep some of the ones he liked.
Oh my God. Well, that was a fail.
Yeah. I had never had the thought that my stepdaughter would snoop through my things, so no, I did not burn it or hide it.
Wow.
My stepdaughter's bio mom is friends with my ex-boyfriend, and he was very involved at that point in my life. That's how she knows about my past. My husband did not tell the stepdaughter. She found out from a third party. And then Josh and I were dating when Ella's mother ghosted my husband and stopped visiting Ella. Yes, she was 11. We dated about 2 years before we got engaged. We were engaged for 1. And most of the consensus is leading into that she's not the a-hole.
No, and I think that the mom wanted her daughter back and wanted her daughter on her side because she abandoned her child.
I think so.
And she got her child to do something really horrible. Even though she's 18, she's going to have to live with what she did.
Yeah, that's not something you get over. Like, it's not like having an outburst or being mad.
No.
That's
grandma and grandpa. Then they're not happy. Oh, God.
That
would be a nightmare to me.
Oh, my God. Like,
I would have burned the tapes, though. Whew.
Well, I guess her husband unliked
Yeah. Well, good for him. He better defend her all the way then.
All right, there is an update too. I want to give some context about Ella's mother and my relationship with her. For the sake of the post and convenience, I will call Ella's mother Lori. Lori and I are not on good terms. Back when Lori and Josh were together, I was actually friends with Josh.
Oh.
We never saw each other romantically at the time, and our relationship was completely platonic. After a while, Lori started to feel bothered by my friendship with Josh. Instead of talking to me directly, she started asking around about me. And also context, the bio mom, he wasn't married to her, so they just had a child. So yeah, they asked around about her. She eventually got information through my ex-boyfriend, and once she found out I was a former porn actress, she flipped out. She accused me of trying to seduce her boyfriend and called me a whore and a homewrecker, trashing me to some of Josh's and my mutual friends. Josh eventually broke up with her after she started threatening me with violence, and they became single co-parents to Ella.
Oh, wow.
And just to clarify, I never had an affair with Josh. That seems, I don't know,
So
though.
the mom's a freak.
The mom's a freak and very insecure. I don't know. I would be insecure, though, if the guy I was with was friends with a former porn star.
Yeah, but we don't even know. The mom sounds crazy. She abandoned her kid.
She sounds like a little psycho freak. Around 2014, 2015, Lori started dating a new guy. Not long after, she quickly moved in with him, exposing Ella to her new boyfriend against Josh's wishes. Lori's boyfriend was extremely sketchy, and because of that, Josh constantly argued with her about Ella's safety around him. Josh would often threaten to keep Ella away from Lori, and after each threat, Josh would not hear back from Lori for weeks, despite Ella's eagerness to see her mom. That's really sad.
That is sad.
Even after all the boundaries Lori crossed, Josh stayed faithful to his promise not to introduce me to Ella until we were engaged. That's a really good boundary.
Yeah.
When we finally did meet, Ella and I became close. This angered Lori as she did not want a home wrecker in her daughter's life. She also resented the fact that Josh proposed to me after 2 years of dating while he never proposed to her during all their years together.
She probably trapped him.
She was a
She
psycho.
probably trapped him with a birth.
Yeah, getting pregnant. She
Yeah.
probably, that's a speculation, but I don't doubt it.
I don't know.
One day, while picking Ella up from our house, she started an argument with Josh. The argument quickly turned violent and she smacked him in the face. Josh snapped and told her that she was not allowed to come to his house again or he would call the police. Lori left angrily and decided to leave Ella at our house instead of picking her up as planned. When Josh tried to contact her later, he realized he was blocked everywhere. That's
Hmm.
horrible. Months later, he found out that she had secretly married her sketchy boyfriend without informing anyone.
Hmm.
Even though Josh's messages would not go through, Ella would sometimes reach out to her mother and actually get a response. Despite that, her mother never made an effort to meet with her until 2024, which is when my husband started setting up dates so that her mother could see her again. Okay, so that's the back context, which means that the mother hates the stepmom.
Yeah, she hates her. She was just planning on getting her one day or
Mhm.
another, one way or another. I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
All right, so here are like the actual updates after the whole tape got
Okay.
out. My husband spoke to Lori about her role in all of this. Many commenters pointed out that Ella was being influenced by her mother, which turned out to be true. Lori admitted to my husband that she told Ella I was cheating on him, which that's a
Wow.
lie. Which I guess that's horrible if you thought that. I know. She also told Ella about my past to sell the idea that I sleep around a lot. So the mom planted
She's vindictive.
yeah, the idea. So I guess that could make you more protective of your dad.
Yeah.
My husband was incredibly upset and called her miserable and insecure. He apparently unleashed hell on her and she blocked him once again. My stepdaughter is living at home again. She showed up at our door with a handwritten note apologizing to me for everything. Even though I was still very hurt about her New Year's stunt, I could not help but feel a bittersweet emotion that made me cry hard. In the note, she talked about all the feelings she had kept in for so long. She wrote about how she cried when she found out I was cheating on her dad. Oh, that's so sad.
Her mom just basically is messing with her kid.
Yeah,
Oh, God, what a horrible mother.
diabolical. She wrote about how she mourned the end of our relationship and how upset she was for her father, going on about how she was stupid to believe her mother. Oh. She also wrote that she always loved me, but felt like with her mother in her life, she was forced to choose. Even though she thought of me as her real mom at heart, she felt like she should side with her mom because she is blood.
I could see that.
I asked her to explain the note to me, and together with my husband, we sat down and talked. It was extremely emotional for all of us, and even my husband started tearing up. Being able to finally cry and tell her how deeply her distance hurt me felt relieving. It went better than I imagined, and I no longer felt anger towards her. I still had some leftover resentment, and I will not pretend otherwise, but I felt good about the conversation. That is good. So
Yeah.
it seems like they're working it out. She stayed the night, and the next morning things were a little awkward but tolerable. After a day of awkwardness, we had another conversation about her mother. She told me she did not want to cut her mother off completely, but she planned to distance herself for a while. I don't know, but though that mom, I think she'll.
Yeah.
I
That's not a good dynamic.
I brought up family therapy as some of you have suggested, but she told me it's not something she is interested in, which I respected. We are currently on awkward but civil speaking terms. I am not sure things will ever be the same, but I am optimistic that they could improve. I think they need therapy.
Yeah, they need therapy. I wouldn't trust her.
No.
She wants her mom's approval too bad, so I'd be very careful.
I would be afraid of that too. Like she got turned by her that quickly
Yeah.
and maybe not that quickly, but she really was choosing blood over the person who was there.
And she's probably always wanted her mom's approval.
And her mom was just a freak and
Yeah.
like she was 11, so she had a lot of time to spend with her mom
Yeah.
before she didn't have contact. Okay, the in-laws. I reached out to Josh's parents this morning with Josh beside me on the phone. They apologized in a strange, half-hearted way. They said they do not agree with my past, but they did apologize for saying I was cheating on my husband. Josh's dad also apologized to Josh for hurtful words towards him. They never apologized for calling me degrading names, which irritated me, but for now, I will take it as a win.
Yeah, and she's kind.
I know. I would not be. Like,
It's already humiliating enough, but then she's proud of her sexy past or sex past. So
But if she
I don't
no,
know.
she's not that proud of it because she doesn't flaunt it to
That's
people.
true.
Like, it's probably something that she, like, looks at herself, but it's with her husband, but it's not something she's publicizing to people, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like you can't judge people's past
Yeah.
if they're I don't know. I don't know if I would judge.
I wouldn't want to do that to someone that they never said that they did that and you
Mhm.
found out that way. So I do think the parents are kind of mean.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have a good relationship with their son because the man picks the wife. He should at least. The man picks
Yeah.
the wife. Oh, okay. They were talking about the phone call because he had her on speakerphone.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of comments were bashing Josh for how he handled the phone call
Mm.
because he had her on speakerphone and she didn't know. I wasn't extremely upset about it before, but after reading a lot of comments, I did kind of realize what a jerk move it was. I spoke to him about it and he apologized. He thought it would be wise to let Ella hear the consequences of her actions, but did not expect me to say I didn't want to be her mother anymore.
Mm.
I know, but I'm telling you, that's what
That's a
happened.
hurtful thing.
I forgave him as he did what he thought was best at the time. And honestly, I had also made a huge mistake by saying I didn't want to be Ella's mother anymore.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, well, but okay, she's being kind. I signed up for the role when I got married to her father, so I don't and will not hold that brief moment against him when I was guilty of a mistake as well. But honestly, that's it. I tried to give enough context so things would not be too confusing. I apologize for my grammatic mistakes. It's okay. I'm not sure there'll be anything else to update after this, but thank you to everyone who made it this far, and thank you to all the people who took an interest in my life.
Well, I'd give the daughter a chance. She was with her for a long time. And then just be very leery of the mother and their relationship.
I don't feel bad that she said she didn't want to be her mom anymore.
It was just something in the heat of the moment. That was a really horrible thing. I
Yeah.
mean, she sent her sex tape to the grandma and grandpa. Ooh.
And the dad, and called her saying she was cheating at New
Yeah.
Year's. And I feel like that's something you should talk about instead of like, that's a very vindictive
That was
thing.
crazy. She did that for her mom
Mm-hmm.
because that's just too crazy. She never did nothing like that. And then boom.
Well, I think she did it too because she thought she was cheating on her dad.
Yeah.
And she believed the mom.
Because she wanted to believe the mom.
Yeah.
She probably has some fantasy that her dad will get back together with her mom. You just don't know.
That mom is just really, really evil, vindictive,
She's
unstable.
she's not a good, nice person. No.
And I feel like this lady, she does take the high road.
She does. She's nicer than me.
I know. What would you do?
Oh, I'd be pissed if somebody did that to me. Oh my God.
But you're not like a, but or
I
I
know.
guess, but or like comparative thing would be like bringing up something from your past and saying that you're still doing it and you're
It would
still,
take me a bit to get over that.
yeah, just being bombarded. And his in-laws sound like pieces of crap. They're like stuck up old people.
I don't know. I know it just seems wrong because they would have never had that given to them unless the granddaughter was being a butthole.
They just shouldn't. You can't judge people on their past. I'm sorry.
No.
People do things when they're young.
And you don't want to be judged by your past.
No,
No, I don't think she's the a-hole at all.
I don't either. I think we come to a consensus on that. Well, if you have any crazy stories you want to share with us, or you want to send over your prayer requests, or you have questions, comments, anything of the above, how can they get a hold of us?
You can text us at 757-756-7487 or email us connect at the KNOWBUDDIES757.com.
Want to be in the know?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Listen to us on all podcast platforms.
Follow us on all our socials.
Visit our website, thenobody757.com. I'm Kashmir.
I'm Jackie.
And we are
The Nobodies 757.